So I want to welcome to the stage. I know. I was just thinking it's really not a stage. We're going to call it a stage. Joseph Carringer. Joseph is a sound healer, therapist, and a professional musician. And he's been playing and studying didgeridoo for the last 25 years, traveling all over the world. So I want to welcome everyone and welcome Joseph Carringer.
Thank you.
Can everybody hear me? Okay?
Yeah.
Great. So thank you so much for having me here tonight. Appreciate it. I'm just going to give you a little bit of background on the instrument, the two things that I do with it. So, two traditionally harvested didgeridoos. They've been termite hollowed, which is the Aboriginal traditional way of producing a didgeridoo. They're estimated to be, depending on who's dating what, because there's no petrified didgeridoo kicking around that they can have to actually be able to carbon date it. They're estimated to be between 40 and 80,000 years old. That's based on the handing down of the Dreamtime stories of creation to oral tradition of the Aboriginal people. That's been given a lot more weight recently. There's a David Attenborough special on, I think it's the Blue Ocean one, where they talk about how at one point they were listening to the Aboriginal tribes describe when they were on these cliffs that overlook the ocean, and the sacred manta ray was stabbed by a spear and it died, and the ocean wept and the ocean filled up and pushed them back off of these cliffs further onto the land. And so you have all of these metaphors in the story, right? And it turns out that when they started diving out off the Great Barrier Reef, they found that that was about 10,000 years ago, all exposed land. And so confirming what the Aboriginal tribes have been saying. So I've always personally believed that, yeah, they were handing down these stories and they're accurate in their traditions and their cultural beliefs. So that's the age of the instrument. Sacred instrument to the Aboriginal people. What I do and what I've done with it is not an Aboriginal tradition. I've never been to Australia, but my first didge did come from Bill Harney's tribe and was part of a ceremony where they put out to the universe that they wanted a group of people from all over the world to come, play the instrument, or learn how to play, learn how to make didges, and go back to where they came from. And there was a guy from Portsmouth, New Hampshire named Rob Harvey, who in 1996 got inspired to go to Australia, bought a Volkswagen bus when he got there, broke down on Bill's land for 6 months making didges, came back, opened up Macroscopic, some of you may remember when that was there in Portsmouth, and had all these didges for sale. And I walked in and one day in 97 and walked over to a basket of didgeridoos, and I only knew there was a didgeridoo because there was a sign over the top that said didgeridoos. Picked up a didge out of the basket, not this one, but I still have that one, put it to my lips and went, and the woman looks around the corner and goes, "Do you play the didgeridoo?" And I said, "No." And she's like, "Yes, you do." And I'm like, "Yes, I do." And I ended up getting that didge a week later. And what I did, at the time I was working at a blues bar. I started playing with blues and jazz. And then by 1999, I started playing with electronic dance music. And I did that pretty regularly and from all over New England. But then I've also been fortunate enough to be able to perform many places in the United States and a couple places outside the country. So that's the musical side of what I do. The sound therapy side I found in 2004, and that's what we're going to do more of tonight, is I'm going to play more of a meditation, just a short piece. And the didgeridoo affects people sound-wise on 3 basic levels. First is it's producing infrasound. So you might not feel it, some of you will feel it in the back, the people closer will feel a little bit more of it, but the part of the sound wave that you feel, you don't necessarily hear, can be used in a no-touch form of sound massage, and relieving muscle tension, muscle nodding, but it also has a similar effect to what medical ultrasound will do, where it stimulates bone growth and can be effective with breaks, fractures, and bone surgery. And I've actually done post-operative support work, and I've also supported people at post-trauma. And you see a more rapid healing time with that. The second way it affects a person is through the energetic. And when I first started doing the holistic work in 2004, I was adopted in by a bunch of acupuncturists. And they really helped me start to figure out and understand how the subtle energy system works and the organ meridian system. And what I found with playing with sound, and one day it all kind of clicked for me when I was sitting in a yoga studio, because I had started playing particular notes in areas on a person's body, not really understanding why, but I just felt that that was the right way. And I look over and I see the Ayurvedic chakra system, and it goes from first chakra, key of C, up to seventh chakra, key of B, which is just a C scale. But it lines up, and so I went, oh my gosh, that makes perfect sense, and that's what I've kind of just been naturally doing where I've been playing. So you can apply sound in my work. What I do is sort of a no-needle form of sound-based acupuncture to clear out the energetic system, move chi through the body. Then the last way that the Didge affects a person, the most important thing, because I don't consider myself a healer. I don't think of the Didgeridoo as a miraculous healing instrument, but what it does is it creates an envelope of sound that helps people get into deep meditative states really effectively. And I have some cards if you want to grab and go to my website. There's a great article or paper that was done. It's a peer-reviewed paper from University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. They compared responses to meditation with Didgeridoo and without, and they found that, I believe it was with grad students during finals. I've got to go back and see if it was grad or undergrad. I can't remember right now. But what they found was that the students who were doing Didgeridoo meditations to de-stress were having a more effective meditation. If they had asked me, I could have told them that after 20 years of observation, that it definitely has an impact. So what we're going to do is a shortened version. Normally the meditations that I perform are 56 minutes long. We're going to do a condensed version of the journey, which was the first meditation that I started doing. The journey was based on a traditional Native American drum journey style meditation. What I'm going to do is play 3 didges, short pieces. What I'd invite you to do is sit in a comfortable position, palms up, palms down. Try not to cross anything, and that's just some like basic holistic chi stuff there. Like, so be open to it. And if you're comfortable with it, close your eyes and just be open to the experience. Is it okay if I go just a little bit so I can come forward? Will that be all right? Cool. I'm just going to set it to the side just a little bit, if that's all right. So go ahead and take a couple deep breaths, allowing yourself just to come into some relaxation. Closing your eyes, taking a moment to set any intentions for those of you who meditate. If there's an intention you want to set for your meditation, definitely take the opportunity to do that. And then once you've set that intention, allow it to be released with your breath to the universe, trusting that it's been received.
a deep breath in. Just connecting with how you feel in this moment. Allowing your breath to invite awareness back into your fingers and toes. Allowing you to become more present in space once again, and opening your eyes whenever you feel comfortable.